Hey guys, what's up? We are going to talk about our first Bloxburg bids. We're gonna rank from worst to best cars as in vehicles in Bloxburg. We are not going to count the mountain bike and the skateboard just because they're not really like cars or like going like super fast. They only go like around 30 to 35. They're not going like the slowest car goes 50. But they're not too close, so we're not going to count those. So the worst car on our list is the Mad Mod quad bike. It's good for like off-roading. It's the best off-roading, but it's super slow and it's super expensive. It's 1K blocks plus. It's not expensive if you think about blocks, but it takes a while. It's only good for off-roading, but you can just buy these two. These two vehicles are just used, so you're not gonna really use off-roading in Bloxburg since no one goes to a campsite, which is in like the other side of the map, which is in like the forgotten places in the map. So I don't recommend it. It's super expensive. 1,000 blocks, no. The next car we're going to talk about the car is the new bus Limousine. This is 8,000 blocks, which is I think it's the most expensive vehicle in the game, but it's the expensive vehicle in the game, but it's the same. It's slower than a 90k Bloxburg 404, or if you have enough blocks, you can just buy the Bloxus TS, which is super fast. I think it's the fastest vehicle in the game. But if you have like a family or a squad or someone, I do not recommend that. So we're going to talk about that later on. This car it fits 7 passengers, which if you want to fit 7 passengers, this has 4 seats. If you only have like 7 people in the server, which is like more than half the server, which is kind of unlikely, or you just want to show off, I don't care. It's just not fast and super hard to turn, and it's kind of slow. So 8,000 blocks. So next up we have the Blockster DLX2. This only has 1 seat, but this is a perfect. What should I do? This is a perfect off-road vehicle, and a single vehicle, the best single vehicle in the game. It goes 70 kilometers. It's a little pricey with a box, which you can kind of get in like a year if you play Bloxburg every year, which is it's not gonna. So it's 1,600. It's gonna take a while to get, but it's Bloxburg, so it's kind of good. The next vehicle we have is the classic motorcycle, obviously. The classic motorcycle is a great motorcycle, and it's 800, which is actually kind of cheap, which if you play the game for 100 days, or you get 100, so if you play that game for 6 months, you can get this in half a year, and it's a bit slower, and you can I don't really recommend that. For 800, the price is okay though. So the next we are going to talk about is the Moped. The Moped is cheap. It's not going to be fast, but but it's kind of, I'll say it's like a better version of this, because like a lot of like newer players, they use this for like transportation instead to just drive wherever they want and just stop So it's kind of dumb. We can just buy this. This is weight. I think it's 35. Well, this is 40. It's just like a better version of that to this, but it's in pink. So you can just change the color if you want. Which it's pretty. Well, it's kind of cheap too. Well, if it's 2,500, you can get that in less, maybe a day. If you have the Game Pass, or you can just get it in like 2 hours. So yeah, Moped's a good vehicle. I recommend it. The next vehicle we're going to talk about is the Golf car. Oh, it's the Rope 500, not Golf. Sorry. This is the cheapest car you can get, and not. It's kind of, it only fits 2 people. It's pretty good. It's cheap. You can get to a place kind of quickly, but not too quickly. But it works, just like it says, works. 18K, cheap. If you're not a fan of this moped, you want 2 people, or you just buy this, you can get that in 2 days. Bada bing, bada boom. Then now we're going to the golf cart. No, not the golf cart. The golf cart. The golf cart's electric, which I don't really see why it's important. It's kind of cheap. It's not really expensive. It depends. You can get this like a week if you have the no Game Pass, or like less than like 30 minutes, depend on your level. So this is that's 4 seats. If you want like a small, this is a golf cart. So yeah, that's it. The next vehicle we're going to talk about is the Board Bullet. It's kind of fast, but it's a nice muscle car, but 25. It's a lot expensive, and since it fits 70, it's not really worth that price. You can buy like, this is 2,500. I don't really. If you want this, you can buy, but you can just buy this bicycle, which is 2 times cheaper. So don't recommend this really too much. It's just better than others. The next vehicle we're going to talk about is the Bloxburg 4x4. This is an expensive vehicle, 90K, and take a lot of you. But this is an insane off-road vehicle, and fits a lot for people. It's pretty good. I recommend it. The next car we're going to talk about is the Nubis Superior. It's just the same thing, but it's luxury. You can have like TVs and stuff. And the only thing I'll recommend it is a little faster and but kind of too expensive. But it's not really about the price, really, for me. Up and up. For me, on the second place we have the Bloxburg Voyage. This might be small, but it's insanely cheap. 25K. It fits 4 people. This is a super good car. It might not do off-road. You can just use it's kind of good at off-roading, which I recommend this a lot. So number 1 is the fastest car, which is the most one of the expensive cars. If you have Robux, buy this. Just buy this. This is so good. It's a convertible. It's kind of not good at off-roading, but you can just cruise it everywhere. Great price. So yeah, this is gonna be all of the best to worst. It's kind of like if I want a tier maker, if I can make it, is there like a tier maker? Let me try. Tier maker. Try to make a tier for each vehicles. Let's try. I'm gonna go search. Let's try Bloxburg. Just see if I write Bloxburg, what's happening. But just Game Pass it, and yeah. So we're gonna end it off here. Also, thanks for stopping, and bye.